President Volodymyr Zelensky will request a delivery to Ukraine of ATACMS, tactical ballistic missiles with a range of up to 300 kilometers, as well as Grey Eagle Strike and Reaper reconnaissance drones. On my way to the U.S. to strengthen resilience and defense capabilities of Ukraine. In particular, President Joe Biden and I will discuss cooperation between Ukraine and the U.S. I will also have a speech at the Congress and a number of bilateral meetings. The full extent of U.S. military support for Kiev has not yet been disclosed. For 10 months, the United States has provided $18 billion for Ukraine's military purposes. According to experts, President Volodymyr Zelensky's visit to the White House today will be a breakthrough. Within the leaks, it is known that the Patriot system, or missile air defense system, is circulating somewhere. It is also known about further packages of armaments, whether airborne or ground armaments. By announcing the designated package today in the U.S. is also a certain political symbol. Certainly the U.S. wants to end the war in Ukraine. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov has assessed that Volodymyr Zelensky's visit to the U.S. moves away the prospect of negotiations between Ukraine and Russia. President Vladimir Putin announced today that Russia is meeting all the goals of its military campaign in Ukraine. In addition, the Russian army is to be equipped with hypersonic weapons. Such hypersonic weapons are very dangerous due to extreme speed reaching 2 to 3 kilometers per second and coarse maneuvering. At the moment, there are no air defense measures capable of countering this type of missile. The hypersonic missiles that Russia has so far possessed seem to have already been used up. Meanwhile, the situation of millions of Ukrainians is worsening month by month. The main problems are progressive inflation, weakening currency, and very high unemployment. Russia's invasion has reduced Ukraine's GDP by 30%. The difficult economic situation is also affecting supply chains. Tens of thousands of women in Ukraine's armed forces must use uniforms designed for men. At this point, finding a suitable women's uniform is rare, yet a well-fitting uniform is essential. If a woman gets a set in her size, it will probably fit in the hips, but in the shoulders it will be too big by 2 or 3 sizes. An important nuance is the pockets on the knees. In these pockets you can put anything that is soft and will protect the kneecap from injury. Men's pants are wider, so when women wear them, the pockets droop. This doesn't help. What's more, it can cause a more serious injury. Russian attacks on critical infrastructure have led to the biggest economic collapse in the history of independent Ukraine. The functioning of the state, including the payment of social benefits, salaries, and pensions, is almost entirely dependent on foreign financial aid. In the cities closest to the front lines, even bread is a scarce commodity. You see what's happening here. Blow after blow, explosions. People are suffering. Everything is exploding. We need money, but you have to go in person to get the payments. According to our findings in Donetsk region, there are about 500,000 people. There are more than 4,000 children. Therefore, our task is to quickly evacuate these people and save their lives. Massive shelling of Ukraine by Russian forces, destroying both civilian facilities and critical infrastructure. At least 700 attacks on healthcare facilities have been reported so far. According to the World Health Organization, 10 million citizens of Ukraine may suffer permanent psychological trauma or complications due to Russia's invasion.
And the winter, we will see increase of diseases and health needs as people struggle to heat their homes and battle with the freezing temperatures. First, we see respiratory diseases, infectious diseases, but also cardiovascular diseases to be more prevalent. And that will mean we need to actually scale up the healthcare during the ongoing war.
The Kremlin has continued its unjustified war for months, and this has negatively affected Moscow's business relations. Many Western partners are withdrawing their companies from Russia because they don't want to finance a criminal invasion. 2 telecommunications giants, Nokia and Ericsson, have announced they will leave Russia at the end of the year. In the long run, this could cripple Russia's mobile networks.